When the Congress creates wilderness areas, they almost always include explicit language in the acts that create those wilderness, forbidding the BLM from creating what is called a wilderness buffer zone. On this map behind me, you see a picture of where this like yellow and green shaded area, this is the Devil's Canyon wilderness area that was designated by the Dingell Act in the San Rafael Swell. And in this act, the Congress did explicitly say that the BLM can't create wilderness buffer zones around this wilderness area. And since wilderness is primarily defined by the absence of roads, that would mean one of the primary ways that the BLM could create a buffer zone around this wilderness area would be to close the roads in the perimeter and the periphery around this wilderness area. Which is exactly what happened when the BLM closed all the routes around this Devil's Canyon wilderness area. You can now see there's essentially a new wilderness boundary around this wilderness because all the roads got closed that were leading up to it. This is just one of the issues that we're raising in our challenge to the BLM's closure of 665 miles of our off-road trails in the San Rafael Swell. And this is a lawsuit that we highlighted in our 12 days of legal updates, which is something we do at the end of every year, where we just highlight the biggest fights we've been in during the year, and this fight over the San Rafael Swell is definitely one of the biggest. And these trails are actually really important. That Devil's Canyon wilderness area, I mean, this is a slot canyon in that area where I went hiking as we were exploring the routes that were getting closed in that area before they actually closed them. And now if you want to come in here and explore this slot canyon in the Devil's Canyon wilderness area, you're going to have to hike for miles and miles just to get to the start of the canyon that used to be accessible by vehicle. And the San Rafael Swell is just really one of my favorite places to explore. You never know when you're going to find something like this, which is just like a random boulder field of basalt boulders that are just left lying around on sandstone formations out in the middle of nowhere in this desert. And when you have roads that are closed, so you can't get out to this area, there's just thousands and thousands of acres of this area that are no longer accessible because of the travel plan that closed hundreds of miles of these backcountry routes. So if you support our fight to keep cool areas like the San Rafael Swell open and the 665 miles of trails that we're fighting to get open, we hope you'll support us during the end of year fundraising drive that we're doing right now. And there are some awesome ways that you can do that. And of course, one of the coolest ways you can do that is to enter to win this GasGas EX350. It's a custom Dead Cow Loop edition given to us by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and we are giving away this dirt bike. And right now, if you want bonus entries, we're giving away a free copy of our Lost Trails Guidebook Volume 3. You can hit the link in our bio, and that supports us directly in our legal fights and helps us also fight all the other fights we're doing right now. So we hope you'll support us and stay tuned for more of the updates we have here during the end of the year.